Hello, all you shiny Totodile Grubs and Durburger. We're Hunting Enderman, and it's Newtastic TNT. Welcome to an episode about Dungeons and Dragons. What? Anyway, this episode we're going to be talking about your character sheet. As you see right here, this is a character sheet. Highly important for any Dungeons and Dragons player. Now, I hope you can see it well, but I'd like some... can I get my assistant over here? They can see the sheet well, correct? Okay, good. So, you don't have to make gargling noises.
Dragon noises.
No, it's not. Anyway, as you see, this is where you put the name of your character. This sheet is also see-through, so I can see where I'm pointing. This is where you put the name of your character. Your character's name is very important. In the D&D group I'm currently in, I'm playing a bird person monk named Feather, because I'm highly creative. Then you have class and level. I typically do tally marks from a level, but you would write your class. There are 12 different classes, or 13 if you include the the artifact person. Mystics don't exist. So, you just write down whatever class you pick. In this scenario, we're going to say you picked Fighter. Well, you would write it down right here, and then next to it, you would put LV, and then you do it. The way I do it is tally marks, but you can just do regular numbers. Beneath that is race, right here. Race is your character species. Most people pick human fighter. It's the most common pairing. Although, because I just realized that we're going to go over some spell sheets and such, we're actually going to go over, say we're using a wizard fighter. Okay, got that? Good. Now, we also have alignment. It is right here, where I'm pointing. Alignment is very important. Good, breathe a bit, but yeah, alignment is very important. There are 9 different alignments. You have lawful good, neutral good, chaotic good, chaotic neutral, lawful evil, evil, chaotic evil. So that is just a large amount of variety that determines your alignment. Most people pick lawful good and they're boring. I typically play a chaotic neutral because it's chaotic and neutral. Okay, so then above it we have background. Backgrounds are very unique. Whenever I'm DMing, I personally don't use backgrounds. Most DMs do. It's just a little thing I don't actually do. But if you're a DM, you probably should. Backgrounds determine how much gold you have, and backgrounds, that's a line item. Determine story and gold, and yada yada yada. You have player name. Just write your own name there. Simple as that. Experience points is right here beneath player name. That is where you write the experience you gain from killing monsters. It's split equally amongst your party. Or some DMs, like myself, use milestone experience. So, I typically, oh, there goes the cap to my soda. Yeah, I typically prefer milestone experience myself. So, then we have faction. You can ignore that. DIC number. You can also ignore that. Most DMs don't use it. I know I don't. Then you have 6 very important stats over here. Strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, charisma. Your race determines which stats you get boost to, but you can also use several different ways to determine your stats otherwise. Determine your base stats before you add your race bonus. You have standard array, 15, 14, 13, 11, 10, 8, I believe. I'm not certain. But you write those down in the tiny squares, and that will determine which pluses / minus above you would rate. If you have a 20, it's +5. If you have a 1, it's -5. So pretty simple. 10 and 11 are just +0 or -0. So those are important. Then, this is actually getting kind of difficult to keep up with. You have ability scores right here and saving throws. Saving throws are determined by class, I believe. I'm not certain about that. You can pick proficiencies in saving throws, but basically that means you add your modifier, which you normally write there, and you add your modifier again to it, which is just nice. You have passive perception, that's determined by your wisdom stat. Hit dice, that's determined by your class. In our case of our wizard character, we're going to need 6. We have a hit dice of 6, and that's so of 1d6 per wizard level, which is pretty nice actually. I think having 1d6 health, well, technically it's actually rather bad. Wizards and sorcerers both have 1d6, and it's the lowest health in the game. And you also, so basically every time you level up, you'll roll 1d6 and then add your constitution modifier. Not the base number, but the big number you put. That, say we have a constitution number of 11, so that's plus 0. We would roll a d6, which, let me just grab a set of dice here. D6 are these little cube ones. I roll it. I got a 3, so that means we have 3 plus 0 additional health for that level. You also start out each level with adding your constitution to the maximum amount you could roll on that die. And technically with wizards you can get super powerful, powerful with all the different things you can do, which is why you're incredibly weak and snapped in half like a toothpick. And your max health is also 220 if you perfectly rolled everything and have a maximum constitution stat. So you have temporary hit points. This is how many hit points you currently have. You also have total of hit dice, which is how many times you leveled up dice. Which you can use to restore your maximum, your current hit points to yada yada. You also have hit point maximum, which is right here. Current hit points. I think temporary hit points are like buffs or temporary debuffs to your health. Here you have where you would write down your weapons. You would write down your weapon name in one of these 3 rows. You would write down what type of dice you attack with. In this case, we're going to go with a dagger, the most basic weapon, which is a 1d4 die. Which, let me just sprinkle out my dice here. This is a 1d4. It's shaped like a little pyramid. And that will determine your attack. And then you also have damage type, which is piercing, slashing, bludgeoning, fire eyes, yada yada yada. In our case of a dagger, hi dog. In our dagger, it would be 1d4 slashing, I believe. Is that correct? Do I have it here? I'm gonna say that's correct, but it might be piercing. This is where you write your equipment, and here are the different types of currency. Well, here's where you write your equipment. These are the different types of currency. You have copper points, silver points, gold. I don't know what those actually are. Gold points, platinum points. Well, platinum coins, points, I guess. Whatever you want to call them. Other proficiencies in languages. Say you have a goblin. That means, say you're a goblin, you would get a language in goblin. Features and traits. Rogue's cutting action is a great one. It allows you to use your bonus action to dash. It's all it's good for, really, but that's amazing. You have personality traits. In my case, of my chaotic neutral, I always do look out for themselves and their friends. You have ideals. Everyone who gets in their way will most likely get stabbed. Bonds would be whoever, like your character's family members. And flaws means what's wrong with them. Like, I've seen a build where someone had a flaw where they didn't believe in dwarves. You can also roll for flaws, which are just there because you can. You also have proficiency bonus, which is just, you write that down. It's just shown in whatever class you pick. And you have inspiration that doesn't do anything. Okay. So, this is the most basic sheet you need to play the game. Yes, that was very complicated. But there are also 2 more typically optional sheets, but I'm going to explain them just for you. So, Here we have just a bonus sheet. You write your character's name. You write your character's the character's name here, age, eye color, skin color, height, weight, hair. Like here's where you can draw a picture of your character or just describe them. You have alliance banners and such. Like say you're with an alliance, you would like write your symbol here and you would write them down here. Or organizations, you have additional features and traits you can write down here again. Treasures are what loot you've collected throughout the adventure, which is really cool. And character backstory is just backstory of a character. Pretty simple, not as complicated as the other page. We need to catch my breath for a sec. This is really making my mouth and throat sore. This is the spell sheet required for casters. Unless you decide to write it on that sheet in an optional spot, but it's best if you write it here. You have cantrips and spells leveling from cantrips leveling to spells 9. A cantrip is just you can cast them an infinite amount of times. You have level 1 spells, 2, 3, 4, 5, yada yada yada. Each level of spells is more powerful, but you have less spell slots than your previous one. I will eventually do a video about spells and spell slots and such, which I will be going over this sheet in greater detail, but it's basically just you write down your spells and such in here. Okay, so that's about gonna wrap this video up. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a ton. And if you enjoyed, please check out another video on the channel. I will see you all next time. Later, mates.